Welcome everybody to the Jokebudd Show. I'm your host, the one and only. Man, I'm here with a person, man, a DJ that I've been trying to get on this podcast for about a month, 2 months. I appreciate him coming through, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, welcome to DJ Doubletake. What's good, bro?
Yo, what it do, people? What it do, people? The one and only DJ Doubletake. How we feeling, yo?
Man, everything good, bro. How are you, man? I'm finally we here. We locked in.
We finally here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was trying to get you on, and Levels was like, man, get my guy on, man. And we finally get it done, man. But I appreciate you coming through, man.
Word, big shout out to Levels, DJ Levels. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah, doing this thing, definitely, man. But enough about that, man. Let's start with you, man. Your early life, man. Tell me about how you grew up, man.
I grew up.
Yeah. Mother, father, brother, sisters.
I got a sister, older sister.
Uh-huh.
She married outside the family very early.
Okay.
So I had like brothers-in-law that was like brothers.
Right.
Rest in peace, Jeremy. He just passed away 2 weeks ago.
Rest in peace.
Pops passed away when I was younger. Like I want to say in high school ish. I was in like mid high school, like 10th grade or something like that.
Okay.
My mom's that's my rock foundation. But they all good people, so they take care of me.
So you from here?
Yeah, Washington D.C. Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
But I'm also a Maryland baby though. I spent a good amount of time in Maryland too.
Okay, no doubt. So how was you as a person growing up as a kid? Was you bad, mischievous? Got into a lot of shit?
Very misunderstood.
Oh, really?
Very, very misunderstood. And not in no weird way, just
right.
I get in trouble for shit because my parents don't understand.
Right.
More so than me being a bad kid.
So is that therefore you was getting more Americanized or more cultured on certain things that they didn't understand?
So my immediate family is all African American. My older ancestors, like my great grandmother, I think, or whatever, is like from Ghana or everything like that.
Right.
I know we definitely got Native American in the family.
Right. What's the disconnect there, you think?
The disconnect was I was a smart kid, but I didn't try in school.
Right.
So
it was too easy to you.
It wasn't even that. I just wasn't interested.
Right.
I just purely wasn't interested in school, like math and all this other stuff like that. I was always interested in band. I was a band kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What instrument?
What'd you say?
What instruments you play?
Trombone, baritone, trumpet, tenor drum, bass drum. I played a little bit of piano, a little bit of drums.
Okay.
I was around a little bit of everything.
All right. So was that would you say that was a hobby or was it more of an escape as a young age, looking back now?
As a young age, that was a 100% escape.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I just felt like I belonged. Like I was a really smart freaking kid. Like I was super smart. And everybody, like my family wise, knew how smart I was.
Right.
Because when I had to go do summer school. I did summer school twice.
Okay.
And I did a curriculum worth of work in like 3 months. Like an entire year worth of curriculum.
In 3 months?
In 3 months.
Goodness.
And they was like, yo, dude, you did all this extra work. And if you had just tried,
you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would have never even, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like I wasn't supposed to graduate on time, any of that stuff. And I just did all the work. Like my folks talked to my teachers, like, what assignments can he do up to this point, to get him on? And they say he got to do all of this. And I just did it.
Right.
And my parents were like, yo, what's up with you, man? Like, you just did all this extra work in so little time. So that means if you actually just maintain, you didn't even have to really try, but just maintain.
Yeah.
You would have, you know what I'm saying, you would have done extra work, you know what I'm saying? You would have had like a dirt bike. My brother promised me a dirt bike if I have good grades or whatever. Yeah. Did not care about that.
Go through the same thing with my older son.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
That shit don't mean nothing.
Don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do the work. I just didn't want to do the work. But when I had to do the work, like, there's absolutely no way I could go to prom and other stuff like that unless I do the work.
Right.
It's like nothing.
Right. So do you think, like, academics, looking back, is necessary?
Academics before college is necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Before college, yes, very much necessary.
Very much necessary.
But when you get out of high school, college is only necessary if it's necessary for what you want to do in life.
And that's the key because I was telling somebody about that yesterday. We all are controlled by what we think we're supposed to be doing as black people as far as Stay out of trouble, get good grades, and go to college, then get the job. And
stay out of trouble doesn't necessarily mean go to college. Stay out of trouble
all.
means stay out of trouble.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Stop. But that's a long conversation, dude. You know, staying out of trouble to me means that you stay on the right path in your beliefs.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody knows right and wrong.
Right.
If you do something, you get a feeling.
Yep.
You know, so everybody have a certain type of feeling whether it's right or wrong. So I feel like if you maintain in your direction what you feel like is right, and you stay away from the wrong, whatever that is, because you know it's so many different types of religions and types of people.
Everybody
and stuff
got
like
views
that.
now.
Their views on what right or wrong is.
It's skewed now.
It's too much variety in that conversation.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you stay true to your heart, you stay true to your family, stay true to your folks, stay true to your ambitions.
Yeah. You're
gonna stay out of trouble regardless, because you'll be too busy.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just like a black curriculum, you know. That's just what they want, and we thought we all needed to go to college. You know, I just wish I had a more wherewithal where I didn't have to go to college to do something that I really want to do. I just went because that was the thing. We all knew. You know?
So I would say, from what I've learned, initially, you know what I'm saying, maybe a little bit before your time, way before mine, it was a requirement to go to college.
Right.
For an extent. Because we weren't getting these 100K a year jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless we went to college. Now, the times have changed where you can make 100K just, you know, doing what you do.
Exactly.
Coming in, sit down, bring somebody in, yo, 5-year foreign, yo, future, come through, you know, let's have a conversation.
Exactly.
And you get paid, what, 20K, 30K just for that.
Yep, exactly.
For a lot of people, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's a house payment.
That's a year, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so many ways to make money at this point where college is not end all, be all, you know what I'm saying?
If you know exactly what you want to do, but how many people go to college and do exactly what their degree tells them to do?
I don't think college is meant for that, though. I think college is meant
an
for
experience?
You. College is an experience, and I feel like it's meant for you.
Then why you have to pick a
yourself.
major then?
Because it's a system.
There we go.
We all live in it. We all live in a system,
and that's what I'm getting to, right?
And that's what I'm saying. We all live in a system, like
definitely.
Like if you don't see a system of how things work, I feel like you just don't pay attention to life.
Exactly.
However, how do you maneuver within that system is based on
it's key. It's definitely key. When you was in high school, like how was a kid that you was? Was you
what type of kid I was?
Popular, class clown.
I was a popular, class clown, geek.
Okay.
So all three. Athlete, actually. I was all four.
Really?
So I was popular because one, I didn't back down from anybody.
Right.
I was popular because of that. I was popular also because I was good in band.
Okay.
I was popular because I was good at wrestling. And I was popular because I was a class clown. I would joke all the time. A lot of, you know, some of the pretty girls, you know, come in, they'll just always want to be around me, that type of stuff. I was an athlete because in my 4-year span of high school, I did baseball, football, track, basketball, wrestling, and I think I did softball.
So you was involved.
Yeah,
you know,
I did everything.
I only played basketball out there. I think I only played basketball, but yeah, you was involved. You was heavy in the.
Yeah, of course.
So you had all the Lettermans and all of that.
Yeah, and I was you know, considered a geek because I was a band geek. Like I lived and breathed music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I even do all that stuff. If the band called me because we had a show or something like that, I'm gone.
Right.
I'm out of there.
That was your priority.
So that's why I was a geek, because I was a band geek.
So what was your views as you was heavily in band? What was your views on your aspirations then, what you was going to do with music, since you were so heavy in music?
In the band scene, I did jazz band and I did marching band.
Right.
Then I kind of wanted to like go to college, and I wanted to go to Southern University. Like that's the best marching band in the state.
Right.
Or not in the state, but in the country, and that's not going to change.
Don't they battle with FAMU or something?
They spank everybody all the time.
So that's the one.
That's the one.
Okay.
So you know, growing up, I wanted to go to Southern University. I thought I might want to become a band director, something like that.
Right.
But slowly but surely, events kind of moved me away from marching band.
No doubt.
You know, part of it's growing up.
Straight up.
If you get out of high school and you do marching band and you don't actually go to a marching band, you're kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, kind of sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's like it's especially because we're in a northern state. If you go down to Louisiana or stuff like that,
South,
it's normal for people even after high school and like in their adult years to live, breathe bad.
Right.
Here in the northern state, not so much.
Right.
When you get out of high school and you do marching band, either you're gonna go to college to do marching band or you're gonna leave it alone.
So then it's more so like you turn to the next chapter by that point.
Exactly.
Definitely. So how'd you get involved in becoming a DJ and DJing yourself?
So, like we talked a little bit before the show,
right.
I started DJing in Italy, right? And that was the first place I touched the set and everything like that.
And how'd you get to Italy?
I'm military.
Okay.
I was Army, so I did Army infantry, 173rd Airborne.
So you was in infantry?
Yes, sir. Front line, front boots.
Oh wow.
But how I became a DJ is so I had this big homie in the Army named I knew him as Clayshawn Claiborne. Rest in peace to him. But everybody else kind of knew him as DJ Legend. And I was a trouble soldier at first, like my first year or whatever. You get these big old white sergeants who would talk to you crazy, and I was like little dark skinned kid, was like, yeah, nigga, what's up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Like, we could fight, we could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I get in trouble here, getting little scruffles here and stuff like that. He was just some big homie who saw a soldier that needed to be, directed.
Right.
So we used to play basketball every Sunday, right? Every Sunday we used to wake up and play basketball. And he, as a big homie, would take me out to lunch after every Sunday. After we done hooping, we'll go eat somewhere. And it wasn't like, weird stuff like
right.
As a big homie, like, as a little brother, like, yo, we going to Subway.
Love, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And he just put me on game. He just talked to me, and he passed away.
Damn.
He passed away, and like I was like kind of consumed with grief for a while I was in the military. And when he was alive, I didn't know he was a big name DJ.
Wow.
He just one time. Yeah, and he was like big name DJ. He was like killing the Italian game. Like he was booked every weekend, you know what I'm saying? Like even like parties, weddings, like literally like he was that guy. Right? And I never knew because I didn't meet him in that light. I met him as a basketball player.
Right.
So one day he's like, DJ, yo, come out to this club with me one time. It's a club that I go to all the time with everybody else, but I never seen him there.
Right.
And he walked in, he was DJing. I was like, oh, shit, you a DJ? Da, da, da. He's like, yeah, man, that's what I do. And I had some of the best freaking parties.
Really?
With him DJing, man. He was that guy.
Really?
And so he passed away. And to, feel closer to him, I picked up DJing.
Really?
And say, he was tough at it. Let me try it out.
Right.
Started learning. And I started loving it myself.
Right.
And bada boom, bada bing, all of a sudden I'm back in America and I'm DJing. So,
but take me to the difference between the club scene in Italy versus the club scene in DMV. Like, what's the difference?
Well, one, there's no clubs here in the DMV. There's all hookah lounges.
You literally.
So, that's one. Two, the DMV is more set tone to bottle poppers, celebrity appearances, things like that, and not the actual party itself.
Exactly.
Italy, it's about partying, having fun, drinking, dancing, going home and doing your thing. Another difference in Italy is it's abnormal to sit down. Really? I'll say it again. In Italy, when you go out to the club and you're going to have fun and stuff like that, it's abnormal for you to sit down.
So everybody up. Like
everybody's up, everybody's dancing. Even if you're not like really shaking it and getting to it and all stuff like that, you at least, what I'm saying, doing your one step. Yeah, feel a vibe. And like I said, it's abnormal to sit down. Wow. You sit down for a long period of time, your friends are gonna type you up like, yo, come on, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just it.
That's the element I miss about the DC scene, dancing. It's more show and tell here. Everybody sits, stops, and stares.
Everything show and tell.
The most tragic shit I ever seen in the club, I felt like the DMV scene. We went from having a good time, the chocolate cities of the world, and everybody having fun. They go background to a show and tell where it's like the men impress the men now. So The dudes watch each other table. So if they pop 4 Casamigos, we need 5 Casamigos.
Yeah, man.
So that's kind of scary to me, man.
You spot on too.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
That's the difference, though.
Yeah.
Here, you'll go to a club and you'll be dry. You never even sweated
not at all.
Your top brow wouldn't even sweated a little bit.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, that's not happening. Nobody's moving nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, it was a culture shock when I came back from Italy back into the DMV because, it's just plenty of different situations. You could say, a DJ is literally just not performing to party well.
Right.
And they'll see me, and they've heard me from other places, and they won't even give you a shot just because that's their boy.
Right.
That's their boy from high school.
So you're telling me there's politics?
Very much so. Oh,
a political game.
Anybody who listens to this who's in the nightlife, who actually does something in the nightlife, they know.
It's a political game in DMV.
It's a very political game in the DMV.
So it's people paying in. How are they getting into this inner circle? Do you have to make the radio?
A lot of guys grew up with these guys.
Okay.
So, the inner circle was built with them anyway.
Exactly.
My motto in the DMV being an upcoming DJ is make it the proof unapplicable. Like make it so that no matter what they say, what they do, the proof is there.
Right.
They can't say, oh, he's not that. Well, nah, he's that.
Right.
He's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got, you know what I'm saying? So with the promotion teams that I work with now, shout out to the Major and Perry, I make it a thing where production has to show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with a couple of promotion teams I work with recent, when I DJed with them, they made the most money.
Right.
That got to be on the resume.
Got to be.
That got to be on the resume. So now when I ask for this type of price, it makes sense.
Yes.
It's
proof.
Whether I'm bringing a crazy wave or I'm just performing as a DJ as they booked me for.
Right.
Because a real promotion team in the DMV is a team that they don't need a DJ to bring a type of wave. That's just an extra layer on the cake.
Exactly.
They bring the party, you perform.
That's it.
That's a real promotion team. That's a real party.
Right.
And there's a lot of I'd say like maybe younger promoters or maybe just less established promoters where that's a requirement now. In a lot of parties, that's a requirement. You got to bring your wave too.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? You don't book a DJ to be a promoter.
Right.
You book a DJ to DJ.
Exactly.
You book a promoter
but
to
times
promote.
have changed now.
But times have changed. So now you have to add both sides. That's why I'm also a promoter DJ now.
Oh, wow.
I run Right Spot every Wednesday.
Okay.
As a promoter.
Okay.
I just happen to DJ there as well.
You
know?
Yeah.
Because if I get the call from a promotion team, hey, we need you to bring your guys, we need you to bring your girls, your spinners, and anything like that, I can call people up and like, yo, come party with me this Saturday. You was going already party anyway.
Exactly.
Now I'm just asking you to come party with me.
Yeah, it seems like, man, this club scene is getting very treacherous, man. Like, it's getting very territorial.
It was always like that.
But it seems like it's more, maybe it's more visual, I should say.
You can visually see it now?
Yeah. It's more visually synced now.
Yeah.
You know?
I just feel like, like I said, it's DC, man.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, no matter.
You have to, I feel like as a DJ, you may have to, like, a job is a job. At the same time, it's a lot that comes with these jobs. If it's just a random job, and perform on this side and this side, you gotta know who you're dealing with on this side.
For sure.
It's about, like you said, relationships.
For sure, it's about building relationships. That's why, no matter what promotion team I have worked with,
right,
I've had a good relationship with all of them.
Good.
Because I'm respectful, I come on time and I perform.
No doubt.
And I perform the best of my ability.
Right.
Every time. It don't matter if it's 16 people in the party or if it's 600.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually the difference with DJs is some DJs, no matter if they're older DJs or younger DJs, they kind of get scorned or, don't really want to, do their thing when the party is not lit. But when the party is packed and everybody vibing with them, they going crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm going crazy both times.
No doubt. That's a performer.
Because there have been times where, I'm DJing and I'm just kind of vibing. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. I'm not going crazy, but I'm doing my thing.
Right.
And some big name promoter walk up to me and like, yo, we need you for this, that, and the third next week. What's up? You know what I'm saying? some club owner be just sitting in there chilling, which just happened to me multiple times.
Damn.
Just some, just a club owner for like St. Eve's or like these big name clubs and stuff like that. We're just chilling, just in the ensemble, just chilling, smoking hookah, chilling with their girl, whatever. And before they leave, they're like, "Yo, by the way, I'm so and so and so and so. Are you available for this night, next week, or next month?" But if I was just on some bullshit, just pressing play, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, "Wow, he's some shit. He a playlist."
I tell you, somebody's always watching you.
Every time.
Somebody's always watching you.
That's the nature of the entertainment business, my guy.
Yeah, straight up. What was the biggest crowd you DJed for so far?
Biggest crowd?
Biggest crowd, like the biggest.
That I DJed for or performed for? It's a difference.
Let's say perform for. So performing, it was lit. You done took the reins by the head.
Performing, the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of was actually in the marching band.
Really?
And that was at the Wizards at the Wizard Stadium.
Word.
I was in the marching band during halftime.
Really?
Yeah. So that's the biggest ensemble ever. And Howard Homecoming.
Okay.
I was in the marching band for that as well.
Okay.
Not with Howard, but like with my own marching band. But that was probably the biggest one because when you march down that Howard Homecoming Parade used to be fucking insane.
Yeah, it was
people don't understand.
It was something to behold.
Man.
Yeah.
And so when you come down that lane, that final lane before you get to Howard, dude, it was probably over 6,000, 10,000 people just lined up on the streets.
Wow.
All the way down. And so that's probably the biggest crowd I've ever been in performing.
Mm-hmm.
DJing wise, the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of was probably, say probably maybe a little over 300.
Okay.
Ish. 300-ish.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The energy was crazy in that party.
Man.
Thick as thieves in there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You can see the walls sweating.
Yeah, nah, for real, man. And those are the best parties.
Those are the best parties.
Those are the best parties. I tell you, when everybody, if everybody left the club without sweating, nobody sweating, everybody's dry, just chilling. Nah.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't care how elegant you are.
Right.
I don't care how ratchet you are.
Right.
If nobody danced at all.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. You want to move people. You leave a lasting effect.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. What's the best and worst thing about DJing?
The best and worst thing about DJing?
Yeah, one-on-one.
The best
what's
to
the best
me
thing?
is touching people.
Okay. The connection.
Like the connection that you build with people.
Right.
Like you would never know what people are truly going through before they get into the club, before they, you know what I'm saying? People go through some real shit. Like, really.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I know me. Like,
straight up.
I've been in the club all these past 2 weeks because I didn't know what to do when my brother passed away.
Damn.
Real shit.
Man, I remember you. Yeah, I seen that.
And I'll say it like this. There's been times where I walked in the club and there was suicide on my mind beforehand.
Damn.
And a DJ literally changed my entire outlook of life. No bullshit.
Wow.
Like, people don't understand how impactful a DJ can be on one person.
Wow.
And you'll never meet them. You'll never talk to them. They'll just come in the club. They might have a little certain face.
Right.
Something like that. Something's going on with them. And by the time they leave, they dance around with everybody. They broke a sweat just like everybody else.
Right.
And they say, maybe I could try this a little bit more.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me in my life, in my own personal experience.
That's real.
What's the worst thing that could, with DJing? For me, is growth. For me, is DJing is a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay.
And that agonizes me to the death. Like I'm telling you, dude.
No doubt.
Because I'm just so used to excelling fast.
No doubt.
In everything. Like no like talking crazy or weird shit, anything like that. But I'm used to excelling fast. I'm used to catching it, getting it, and going.
Right.
And with DJing, you can't do that.
Right.
You gotta learn. You gotta put in some time. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't just learn super crazy scratching licks because you just touched and you figured it out. Nah, you gotta perfect those things.
Right.
You don't just meet 5-year foreign and stuff like that.
You gotta earn your keep.
You gotta meet them. You
gotta
gotta put in some time.
Yeah.
I met 5-year foreign like last month,
or
like a month and a half ago. It probably wasn't even that long. It was probably like 4 weeks ago or something like that. I met him for the first time. He was at he did a meet and greet with a bunch of DJs and stuff like that. And that was the first time I met a celebrity as a DJ.
Oh, wow.
I met celebrities before, but I haven't met celebrities as DJ.
As a DJ, right.
You know, as DJ, not DJ.
How was that?
5-year foreign?
Yeah, how was that meeting somebody as a DJ? I'm DJ Doubletake.
It was humbling because a lot of guys who came before me didn't do that in 3 years.
Yeah.
A lot of guys who came before me weren't even in the club in 3 years. So it was humbling to meet a guy who I think Fabio kind of just blew up.
Yeah.
Really, within like his first 2-3 years of like Big Drip and all that stuff like that, he kind of just blew up.
Yeah. And
now he's one of the godfathers of the
Brooklyn drill.
Of the drill rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he definitely
He's the pioneer. Other than Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I just think he took the baton from Pop Smoke and ran
for
with
sure.
it.
For sure.
And luckily he didn't drop it because I know the Bronx kids are really getting it now crazy too.
Yeah.
So it's
they'll talk.
It's a tug of war, yeah.
But I was humble. It was like I just wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of DJs who, was asking for DJ drops from him or, interview points and stuff like that. I just wanted to listen.
Right.
And that has been a fundamental stepping ground of why I've exceeded past my time.
Right.
It's because I listen,
What artists you think run the club these days?
Artist?
Yeah, like as far as when that music come on, it stops, man. Is it
Gunna, Pooh Shiesty, Future? If we're talking about rap, we'll start with
let's start rap, yeah.
Gunna, Pooh Shiesty, Future, Drake. Drake is an acquired taste, but he's a guy who has a taste for everybody.
No doubt.
You can play Drake in you can play Drake in any part of the club. In the very beginning of the club, you can play some of that old school Drake, that I'm On one and stuff like that. In the middle part, when you're kind of building, you could play like Take Care or like something off that Take Care album. You can play any of his like Afrobeat or dancehall stuff that he have.
Yeah.
And then, when you close in the club, you can play some of his new shit. You know what I'm saying? So Drake, I feel like, is one of the most versatile guys in the club.
Yeah.
I think Pop Smoke still is very heavy in the club.
It is, man.
You play Dior,
or
something like that. People know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about from all different walks of life. I've seen Ethiopian people come on and get on their drill shit. You hear me? You hear me? Shout out to my Ethiopians too.
He had something special, man. I tell people that, man. I was a special cat, man. He came at the right time, man.
You know what's weird? Rest in peace to him. But I wasn't into Pop Smoke when he first came out.
I knew he had it, man. So I said, man, this dude gonna do something, man. I knew he was a special cat.
I wasn't into Pop Smoke when I first heard him.
I know he was like the new generation of he was like New York drill's Chief Keef. He like invigorated that sound and really stamped it and put a face to a name. Like this is what it is.
Exactly.
And had anthems to go with it as well.
Exactly. And so it took me some time to kind of get into Pop Smoke, but he's just started rubbing off of me.
Yeah, man.
And then he came out with that. I don't remember what the last album was. I think the last album that he came out was like Faith or something like that.
Yeah. The one with Virgil redid the cover?
Yeah, I think so. The one before that, when he came out with I Like My Bitches Red Bone, Ass Fat, Jello, that joint.
Yeah.
Hello by him joint. I was like, okay. I'm kind of fucking with him and stuff like that. And then I seen the reaction in the club when Pop Smoke came on. I said, okay, I got to fuck with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's that.
Yeah, he is.
He's that.
When when a woman comes to the DJ booth, what are the things going through your brain? And what would it take what it would make you inclined to play a request from them or not?
Nothing, honestly. A pretty girl. When you DJ in the club on a consistent,
right?
You see 30 to 60 beautiful girls every time you go DJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a pretty girl with a pretty face is not gonna move me to play a request. The only way that I'm gonna play that request if it makes sense.
Right.
Like, so if I'm playing trap and you ask me for a particular trap song,
right,
and it's kind of in the wave, I'll play it.
Right.
If it's your birthday and you're respectful about how you do it, I'll get to you.
Okay.
But if you just come and just like, yo, play this. You see why you laugh? Because you already know. You already know.
Yeah.
You know, levels, schemes, all of us the same way. Like, yeah, we got you. I'm gonna look for it.
So, you said they're respectful. They'll probably get a spam. Has a person ever threw a request at you and it made sense? Like, you know what? Damn, I didn't think about that one. Yeah, I'm gonna play your shit.
Oh yeah.
That happens a lot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The alley-oop. Yeah.
It's a couple people, especially like shout out to Young Tune, shout out Balan. Those are like the two top MCs that's in the DMV.
Okay.
But playtimes those cats had laid over. Yo, hey, you got this? Da, da, da. I was like, yeah. No, play it. And then the crowd go crazy.
Right.
Like, oh, all right. And you save that joint because, you know, it might be a song that you don't play that often or people don't think of.
Exactly.
And that's when you usually get the best
like, oh, God damn, my shit.
Yeah. Like last time I played that Play Saturday, shout out to Brooklyn on U Street, by the way. Hey, we there tomorrow, by the way. I played Glamour by Fergie. Really? Word. Because I was spanking them like with like old school R&B like slow jam shit. Right. Because I'm opening. I'm not in no rush.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You warming up.
So I was spanking them with like all the old school R&B shit. And I played Glamour by Fergie. Word. Yo, everybody was just rocking. And so what I did was I transitioned to First Class by Jack Harlow. And it's a spinoff by that joint. Everybody was like, yo, see.
That's dope.
Wow. It's too easy to become a DJ now.
Wow.
So that's why a lot of guys don't get those nods because just because they're known for being MC and people know them, they love them and stuff like that, don't make you a good DJ.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know guys right now that's like, you know, they came in from the MCing side. They was MCing for years. I'm talking about like almost a decade they was MCing. Right. But they just started getting into the DJing shit.
Because if you're the MC, you're strictly the mic man, right?
Right, yeah, that's the mic man.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what they was doing.
Right.
But then they'll start trying to DJ and stuff like that because they've been around it for nearly a decade. Right. Literally watched niggas DJ for a decade. Wow. So for them, they walk in and be like, well, I can learn. All I need is a laptop.
Right.
And when they get on it, actually have to DJ.
That's pressure. That's like 3 hours of pressure, man. I can only imagine.
And that's probably, when you ask me what's the best and worst thing, that's probably that's the 1B of worst thing with DJing. It's the actual pressure of trying to perform for a party.
Yeah, I mean it's nonstop. You can't have a
It's more so when you in a scene that's bigger than what you're used to. Like I'll say the beginning of this year, I had to go through some growing pains.
We all do, definitely.
Because I started being booked for bigger parties.
Right.
Just in general. Like bigger names, bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like
you leveling up.
Yeah, I'm leveling. Excuse me. I'm leveling up. So, like, I DJ for the Claremont Twins when they came to town.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I didn't really know who they was, but they're big names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, getting used to that type of clientele at the parties.
Yeah.
Was a growing pain.
No doubt.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, you got to appease those people when it comes to club. That's the point. That's the whole point. They on all the flyers. Yep. Everybody's booking these tickets to come see them.
Right.
So they have to be appeased to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
You know what the unique part about it is, man? How I always bring it back to us black community. We could throw anything on a flyer and we come and praise something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
it's one of the most saddest things in the world. And when I think about it, man, like we throw anything on the flyer, and I'm not here to knock anybody's money or party, but it's just like, man, anything that's controversial or that is appealing to the eye, we'll throw on a flyer and we're gonna make money.
When Will Smith smacked Chris Rock,
right?
There was a flyer.
Exactly.
There was a flyer on it. There was dudes who had the video. I know DJs that got the keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That's a drop. That's a drop. That's a drop. Like, people be getting hype. People be getting hype when they hear that drop.
It's unique how we work and connect, man. This is the things that make us go, man.
Shit, and me, shit. When I play Call of Duty, I be yelling that shit at people.
Yeah.
When I shoot people and shit like that, and I kill them, I'm like, keep my wife's name. I ain't been married not one lick. Boy,
how you feel about that? How you feel about that Will Smith situation, man? You feel like he was in the right and the wrong? What you think?
I think that he's both. I think he's in the right because you got to step behind your woman no matter what.
Straight up.
But where he did it at and who he did it for makes him wrong.
Yeah. I felt bad because, like, damn, he slapped another nigga on the stage.
And exactly, like
man,
it looks.
Damn, man,
it looks
we
crazy.
Lost again.
It looks
we
crazy
took
because
L.
you did it on camera.
Yes.
So you did it in front of all the white people. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
You did it in front of the world. So you promoted violence. So you wrong for that. But you're never wrong for stepping behind your woman.
Straight up.
Like I don't know what your situation is woman wise, but say right now I talk crazy about your woman. If you get up, walk around that desk and punch me in the face, that's my fault, not because of your reaction.
No doubt.
So I don't think he's wrong for what he did. I think he's wrong for where he did it and who he did it for.
Right.
I think if a woman is disrespecting you and literally driving you crazy like that, leave.
Yeah.
There are plenty of successful divorced parents.
All the time. It's a way of life.
It
looks like a way of life these days, man. Like getting divorced ain't nothing these days. I mean, like, oh, okay, we done moved on.
I mean, but that's always going to be a thing. Love is love at the end of the day.
Yeah, straight up.
Like, you can love Shawty as much as you want, but you got to have a clear conscience.
And that don't mean you got to be with her.
You got to have a clear conscience, King. That's why my dating scene, my dating life is stagnant when I want to be, and when I want to get into it and be a young person, not be a young person.
Straight up.
Once any girl that I deal with, I feel like she's impacting my peace, she's out of there.
Right.
No question.
When you DJ in these clubs, these parties, what's the biggest celebrity you felt like brought the biggest type of audience where you feel like, man, this is a different type of party? I gotta step it up.
I gotta step it up.
Like you ever felt like, I mean, this is one for the money?
Nah. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
So every party I go into, I go in the mindset that I need to get on my shit. I need to I say this all the time. I need to spank them.
Right.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. And then if you look on my Instagram name, it says Mr. Spank That Baby. I really say every time I come into that party, I gotta spank that baby.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? No matter if Future walked in or if Wale walked in or if there's no celebrity in it, it's just a party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But every now and then, like a certain higher status guy might walk in, so I might kind of, up the ante a little.
Straight up.
But that's anybody though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know that it's a different
situation.
Yeah.
And you should be
you know between the two.
Yeah, yeah. You know when it's just a regular party. You know when there are certain people in the party who need to hear you.
Yeah.
Is the better way of saying it. Not need to be impressed, but need to hear you.
Yeah.
So, when certain people walk in, I might scratch a little bit more or do a certain type of blend. But to be honest and be truthfully about it, a lot of those guys don't give a fuck. They coming in there to hang with their curl.
Yep.
Get their drink and chill, stay out the way, da-da-da. They're not really truly listening to the DJ.
Right.
Now, if you got the whole party rocking, you have no choice. But that goes back into what I was saying earlier, that it has to be undeniable proof.
Yeah.
It can't be something that can be what's the word? It can't be something that can be
skewed or swayed.
Yeah, swayed against or anything like that. It has to be undeniable fact.
That it was you.
That it was me and I was spanking them.
Yeah. What does it take to be a successful DJ?
What is it? First of all, it takes a lot. Honestly.
They want to get started. Somebody says, man, oh, DJ Doubletake, man, I want to be like you or better. How can I get started?
If somebody said they trying to be like me
or better,
I would tell them
you were the prime example.
I would tell them only aim to be better.
Okay, well, how I get started? You can't just say be better and walk off on them. Somebody you would take under their wing. So,
if I'm taking on their wing, the first thing I would tell them to do is look up the history of DJ.
Straight up.
That would be the first thing. Even if you just breeze over and just kind of get a understanding of like how everything came to pass at this point.
Right.
That's more than enough. You'll kind of appreciate the game a lot more if you understand where it came from, where it started from.
Right.
Like, that's one. Two, you have to check your mental health before you walk into the DJing game. And I'm just being straight up real.
Why is that?
Because it's so much pressure. It's so much. When you first becoming a DJ,
you gotta do a lot for a little money.
You have to do a lot for a little. You have to be okay mentally knowing that you can walk into a party, look at a DJ that's booked for that night, and you're better than him.
He getting paid more than you.
But he's getting paid more than you because he has whatever situation you got going on.
Right.
You have to be mentally okay with that. You have to be mentally okay with having bad nights or
Right.
having bad gigs.
Right.
And literally just moving forward, like, you just got to be better.
Right.
You got to have mental fortitude to not play what everybody want to hear.
Right.
If the party is trap versus Afrobeat, for example, I told you I run Right Spot on a Wednesday.
Right.
The party is Afrobeat versus trap. So there's a good amount of people who come in there to listen to trap. There's a good amount of people that come in there to listen to Afrobeat. So just because all the trap niggas is in there and all they want to listen to is trap, don't mean I'm going to neglect all the African people that came in there.
Exactly.
So you got to be okay with being different.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You got to be okay with being different. Play shit that you're not going to hear every DJ play.
Right.
Like, every DJ is not going to play Fergie Glamour.
Yeah.
I've never heard a DJ play it, actually.
Right.
But that separates me from a different DJ. Not to say I'm better or worse.
Right.
It's just a difference.
Yeah. You got to stand out.
People pick DJs a lot of times because they're different, not because they're way better or way worse. Because in my eyes, I feel like the DMV got pretty much one of the top 3 crop tiers of DJs overall.
You think so?
I'm talking about A-list. You talking about your Quicksilvers, your Schemes. You know, shout out to those guys. You talking about your B tiers, your C tiers. Yeah.
Really?
Even some of the new guys are kind of crazy. Like, I know this guy named DJ Simba. Shout out to you too, bro. He's a new DJ. He been DJing for like a whole of like 6 months, 7 months. And he be doing some of the scratch patterns that I do now.
Wow.
And that's another thing. People going to be better than you.
Right.
But people can't outwork you.
Right.
See, that's the difference.
That's on you.
If they outwork you, that's on you.
What's the dream DJ gig or job you want to attain?
Dream gig or DJing job?
Yeah, either or. Like a
So
job, maybe you run with a rapper or you go to a certain type of venue across the country. Like something like that.
I would love to go back to Italy.
Right.
I would like to live in Italy for another couple of years or something like that and take over Italy.
Right.
That's something I would like to do.
Is it hard to break an artist over there in Italy?
I don't think so.
Artists?
They just don't all understand English. That's so you know,
true.
there's always.
So how do they feel when they hear certain type of? I know
they're old school. Like they're stuck in 2015. They still listen to Fetty Wap and everything like that.
Really?
Yeah, like I haven't been over there in the past 3 or 4 years, so they probably have upped their ante and got into some stuff. But when I was over there, they was still listening to Fetty Wap and they was still going crazy like old school hits.
Really?
Word.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, Italy has always been a destination for those upper tier guys that go and have fun.
Yeah.
So they ran into the Snoop Dogs, they ran into the, you know what I'm saying, the C Murders and all these other people like that.
Right.
They ran into these people in real life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was in a club like literally just having fun like amongst the people.
Right.
Back in the day.
Right.
So when they listen to their music, it actually brings some people back memories of actually hanging with these people.
Well, you see you lived in Italy. How many people speak English out there?
A lot.
A lot. So you ain't got to worry about no language barrier?
You do, depending on who you're talking to.
Right.
I mean, but generally, like on base, nah.
Right.
Everybody speaks English on
right.
base. Even the Italians.
But also out of base, when you go into the town, you go into the main city or whatever.
Yeah, it's a language barrier because you in a town.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you leave that base, yes, it's Italian. I mean, a lot of people, don't get me wrong, a lot of people speak English, especially where I was. I was in Vicenza, Italy, where the base was. If it's a base there,
that's closest to which major big city?
Vicenza is a city.
But what's just like the one we would know? Like, how far is that from Paris, or like Sicily or things like that?
Paris is in France, my boy.
Not Paris, Sicily.
Sicily, Rome. Rome. All that stuff is on the train line, so everything is accessible by train in Italy.
Okay.
It's very different than here. Like, yes, you can go to southwest or southeast from here. You know what I'm saying? If you get on the train, you can go to deep in VA on the train, stuff like that. In Italy, the entire country is accessible by train.
Oh wow! Okay.
So if you're trying to go to Sicily, if you're trying to go to Rome, Venice, any of that stuff like that, that's just a train ride.
Okay.
Now it varies between 30 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It's just depending on where you want.
But you can get on the train and go
Mulan,
wherever you want.
Mulan's a great time.
That's the fashion cap or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mulan's a fashion capital.
Yeah.
It's just wherever you want to go. Sometimes it take you 15 minutes to get to another town. It might take you 2.5 hours.
How's the food compared to here?
I would love it, and if I could find just one place that have Italian food like Italy, I would go there all the time.
You never found one.
Not one.
So we just
not yet.
Rip-offs.
Not yet.
So we just all rip-offs.
It's just yeah, man, because it's how we cook our food.
Exactly.
It's how we cook our food, how our food is prepped and everything like that.
Exactly.
Even if it's Italian cuisine, it's made in an American fashion most times.
Right. Exactly.
So that's the difference.
Right. Who's the top artist and the top R&B artist in the game right now? You think, from a DJ perspective, R&B artist and rap artist. Who you think? 'Cause I'm gonna get mine. Yeah. I'm gonna get mine too. 'Cause I gotta think about this too. I just wrote it down and I ain't think about it. So, who do you think the top rap artist is in the game?
Top rap artist? If you want to do rap artist,
rap and R&B, 1-on-1.
Okay, if it's rap artist, the top guy. For me, I think.
Hold on. I want to exclude. No, let's exclude the Drakes and the Kendricks, man. Let's exclude that tier.
Gunna.
Okay, you'll say Gunna.
I mean, Gunna is in that tier, but if
he's not in Drake's tier.
No. You right. Nah, yeah, I'll say he's probably about that B tier.
Yeah,
but I feel like who got the game on lock right now is Gunna. Gunna is fucking them up right now. Pusha P, right? All that stuff like that. Listen, Gunna got like 8 or 9 bangers from just the past 2 years. Yeah. That you can play in the club and everybody's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, he do.
Pussy Power included.
Yeah. He has a way about his raps that makes him distincts himself.
Exactly. From R&B, that's hard.
Depends what you like.
I feel like Chris Brown you can play anywhere.
You can. But is he the best?
Is he the best R&B artist?
Right now.
Right now.
Well, not the best. Who's the top? Like, right now, like, if you put Gunna as the top, that's cool. He's not the best, but he's the top right now.
He's spanking on he's spanking on the most right now.
So, you might say he's the best, but he's not the top.
R&B wise, her, probably.
I say her. Giveon. That's who I like.
Her is probably spanking them, because when she came out with Hers and Ours, or whatever it is, Ours or yours, mine's, ours.
That's not her.
Who is that?
That's Money Long. That's the new chick.
Oh, what is the her song that all the girls be singing?
We talking about Damage.
Yeah, there you go.
You talking about Damage?
There you go. I'm sorry.
Her runs Grammys upon Grammys. Yeah, she's the one. I like either her or Summer Walker or
Jasmine Sullivan.
Those are three.
See, we on the same accord.
Yeah, those are three.
Jasmine Sullivan is
poison.
pretty tough.
Yeah,
I think Jasmine Sullivan is the closest thing to like that Mary J. Blige, Beyonce feel that you want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She's the closest that you're gonna get to that.
How you feel about paying $100? Say you and your lady want to go see Summer Walker in Atlanta for a show. How you feel about paying $150 for each of y'all, $300 total, and she doesn't show up? Says I just have mental issues, more than one occasion.
I would believe it though.
Right.
The thing is, like, so you heard the pressure that goes into me DJing, and that's like in like all around world aspect is low level gigs.
Right.
If I'm a star, like millions of people follow what I do and anything like that, that shit, they be fucked up. You think they all do? All of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them do like coke and drugs and all this other stuff like that just because they want to. No, they just
it's easy.
It's easy accessible and they can escape.
But if you're selling a tour, why don't you just cancel the tour then?
Because it's money to be made.
But it's like more than one occasion she's doing this, and she'll show up. But all right, it's one thing for like Lauryn Hill to be late and don't perform. All right, I get that. Some shit came up, whatever you want to say. 20 shows in, you still cancel them. But you can't pull up on me and sit in the stool and say, yeah, well, I'm not going to perform tonight. I thank y'all for coming out. Like, we've been here forever waiting on you, so we got to wait extra 2 hours. Then you get here and say, I'm not going to perform.
What can I really do, though?
You can't do nothing. It's just like, I learned my lesson. Like, God damn, like, I never expected that.
I mean, that's all it can be. I'm not a person who see anything more than for what it is.
Yeah.
If I go to the...
It's definitely unfortunate and fucked up. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah, I don't see it for anything more than what it is.
Especially like when you're a DJ, you control the vibe of the night.
But see, that's a different situation.
So when you
That's
feel
a
like
different
if
situation.
Summer Walker can seal the deal for you and she tells you she doesn't want to perform tonight, it's like, oh shit.
That means the whole party is on me.
Jesus, you what? You know, you got to come up with another $300. You're like, man, what are we doing after this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being booked for the event,
If I knew ahead of time, so if the thing started at 8 and I get the notification at 4 p.m., all right, I understand. All right, something came up. Respect.
but you've been at the party, you've been at the event since 8, and it's 11 o'clock right now.
She come out and sit on a stool at 10, talking about, yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing for y'all niggas tonight. What?
I be sick.
I'm about to say you gotta feel something from that. Like,
I be sick.
Fuck.
But see, all celebrities are never knowing.
You got that right.
I know guys who booked certain celebrities when they came to the DMV and they never showed up.
That's crazy.
Dude,
And booking them mean you giving them half up front.
Oh yes, you still gotta give them that money. Still gotta give them that money. Niggas was out at like 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K.
And it's a lot of money for people, man. They're saving up for these.
Hello, we's regular people.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
20K hurts.
That hurts, man, when they don't even show up.
50K, I'm damn near gonna pass out.
Yeah, man.
You know
that's
what I'm saying? I ain't broke, but I ain't dumb.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Word. Like, yeah, man, I've heard the stories. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
You just, if you have a real relationship with these artists, they're more than likely gonna pull up on you.
Right.
Especially if you're paying them to pull up and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you just like some random guy who has money who's asking to pull up,
you roll it in the dice.
eesh,
Jesus.
God
Christ.
bless.
Relationships are everything, as we find out in the music business. Everything. How does DJing add to your love life or take away from?
Love life?
Yeah, like with the women.
So DJing, I might be a little bit different how I operate, but DJing just has options.
Yeah.
Or adds options.
Okay.
Like chicks see me, you know what I'm saying, they might talk to me, they might not when I'm in the club or whatever.
Right.
And when they see that the guy that they curved is the DJ who's DJing for the next 2 or 3 hours,
yeah,
they're like, oh.
It gets different. It
know
is
what I mean?
different.
You know? And you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, before I was a DJ, I had game and shit like that. I could talk my little craziness or whatever. But I also practice abstinence a lot.
Okay.
Like I'm a
so
guy.
you like to focus?
Yes. Because I want to be rich by the time I'm 30.
Yeah.
No, that's a no later than. That's a time hack. No later than 30, I got to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that.
And so women are expensive.
They are.
Like even the women that's in my phone right now, guess what I got to do? Take them out on a date.
Always.
Get their nails done.
Always.
And that's because I'm a good dude. Not because they require that, but that's what you're supposed to do as a man.
There you go.
If that's the girl that you know what I'm saying, you smashing, you doing all this, even if that's not your girl, that's your shawty.
There's a
and
protocol.
Your shawty supposed to be taken care of.
There's a protocol, definitely.
And especially like with me being a DJ, that's a whole nother thing. The girl that be outside with me, you see her holding my hand. She's in the DJ booth with me and stuff like that. She's dancing up on me in the DJ booth, stuff like that. She can't look like no bum joint.
Right.
Good luck on gigs.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he got the strags up there.
It's so much about the visuals.
Image matters. Image matters.
Image matters, man.
So you think nah, she don't got her nails done or her nails done, but she got like 2 of them broken off on one hand, 2 of them. Nah, they gonna be looking at me like, you bum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not even gonna say nothing to her. It's like, yo, you wow.
I feel like the DMV, man, for as much as we make it, when we go out of town, man, nobody is tripping off of us, dog. It's the craziest shit, dog. You would think living in the DMV, how we act and how we operate in clubs, we network on social media and things like that, how we about the networks and how we look up. Man, you go out of town and other place, they're like, oh, that's what's up. DC cool. Like, that's it. Then I'm like, oh, what's going on up there? Like, I never heard a person say, oh, yeah, I'm going to check through there. Like, ooh. That's like somebody with some money coming through there or something like that. Like, it's weird how that happens, man. It's like, in this small world, we mean everything to each other, man. But outside the world, you be like, damn, yeah, we from DMV, we from DC. And they're like, these motherfuckers don't feel us out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be feeling, man. That's why, like, man, I got into podcasts, too. That's another thing. Like, We need more voices out there. Like, we need more rappers, more DJs, more actors. More of these people to be like, yeah, I'm from the DMV. Yeah. Put some respect on that. Like, yeah, we the ones. Like, it has to be this new renaissance, I believe. Like, we fight amongst each other all day and night, man.
We kill each other.
We do. But outside of it, man, nobody's, man, you know what I'm saying?
My thing is, we can't command respect unless we respect ourselves.
Exactly.
And then we don't. Like,
we don't.
Like,
you don't?
Man, listen. When I was in high school in 2015, and that shows my age. I'm young as shit. Get off me. I remember when niggas used to fight about what. Still, people still right now still fight about what street you from.
Yep.
In my mind, that is the stupidest shit ever. Yeah, what street you from? Like,
once you old,
I see like this. Nah, even when I was amongst niggas, always saying that was stupid. Because why? If say I'm repping your set, right? I'm repping your hood. I'm repping your gang, whatever. I'm with you in whatever capacity.
Right or wrong.
If you cannot go to my jail and pay my books, pay for me to get out, pay for my lawyer, the fuck am I got so much loyalty towards you for? Because you're my brothers, and as soon as I get smoked or I go to jail, all you're going to do is either wear my T-shirt if I get smoked, or you're going to say, free my guy on Instagram.
Make a post. That's it. That's all we know.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that I've always been deterred away from that. Even in 10th grade, I was doing wild shit in 10th grade. 10th grade, I was doing wild shit. I was selling the year, and I was fighting the year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I was in 10th grade. But what I had to learn early is I got shot at one time.
Really?
Actually, I got shot at twice. But one time, the bullet grazed my shoulder. Still got the mark right here.
So you heard it whizzing. So you
No. It grazed me.
And you got hit. Okay.
It grazed me. I didn't get hit, but I felt it. Like, it grazed me.
Okay.
And I
got hit is a graze. Same thing, but yeah.
But when I got home, I was bleeding and shit like that. My mom was like, yo, what happened? I said I got hung on the fence, playing tag. Because back then, being outside was a normal thing.
Right.
Even when you was older, like, you still used to be outside with the homies and shit like that.
Always.
So, I told her I got hung on the fence or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, 2 inches down, 2 inches to the right.
Yep.
That's it.
Good night.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
So,
real shit.
So, right then and there, I learned my lesson. Because at the end of the day, wasn't nobody going to come over there and plug my wound.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody going to rush me to the hospital. Niggas was running for their lives, too.
Exactly.
They was getting shot at, too.
Every man
so,
for
niggas,
themselves.
you know what I mean? Like, I just would have been caught.
Yep.
Thank God I didn't get hit, so the nigga could just run up and just finish me off.
Yeah.
Like how other niggas hit. My man Aaron and Dre, they got killed just like that.
Damn.
They got shot back in the head once. He was dead. Other nigga, he got shot in the back of his chest 4 times.
Whew. Yeah, the streets ain't nothing to play with, man. You'll learn. They have a way of teaching you.
Oh, yeah. And I just hope that we as black men stop promoting that shit.
We can't, man. It's in the music, man. They pay us to do it.
That's the only problem. And that's the only...
They pay us to promote it.
That's the only... I would say contradiction I have in myself sometimes, because I be knowing that niggas be talking about all this gang shit and all stuff like that, but a lot of niggas who be throwing up the signs and all that shit in the club shit like that don't really, really, truly be like that.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen what I've seen the front side of a barrel and I've seen the back side of a barrel.
Right.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen what it looks like to shoot at something. Yeah. And I've seen what it looks like to be shot at.
Ain't no phone. The rabbit got the gun, man. I'm telling you, man. It's
my question be why niggas be so into that shit. Like why?
We're born in it, man.
Exactly.
We're molded by it.
Exactly.
We come from violence. We come from nothing.
Exactly.
All we know is tape.
Like one thing about the military, you probably don't know this, but certain areas are kind of like circled out or like rated out or like highlighted, because if you come from a ghetto environment, you're more bred to be in war because you started in war.
Yep. Yeah.
Why do you think they got all these little recruiter stations, you know what I'm saying, by the schools and the black communities?
Yep.
Why do you think they had these little school presentations by the army and everything like that, and these black community high schools and stuff like that? Why? Because we bred for war anyway.
We are. From the jump, man.
My brother got killed when I was 7.
Damn.
Gunned down. Right? So a person that grew up like me, I'm bred for war because I already seen it. I seen what war look like.
Yep, you seen the ramifications.
I seen everything. Everything. I seen everything already. So when it's time for me to go to war, guess what? I'm not scared because I've been. Southeast was like this.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just a little bit bigger guns. That's the only difference.
That's it. What's something people misunderstand about you?
Me, my heart.
Yeah.
I feel like. I feel like people don't understand that I love unconditionally. Truly do. If you're my friend, you're my brother, I call you my homie or whatever. I love you unconditionally. And there's nothing that can change that other than you.
Straight up.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Did you ever know how hard it is to really start something and make something out of nothing when you started DJing? Did you know?
Absolutely.
Did you know it from the beginning?
Because
like,
I live life the same way.
Yeah.
I was that kid who I had a little hole in the right side of my pants, you know what I'm saying? A little hole that people used to make fun of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't given nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, my pops passed away early, all that stuff like that. I was raised by a single mom, bro. Like, there's like anybody else who knows struggle and stuff like that, I struggle the same way. So everything had to been grinded for.
You're 3 years into your DJ career.
Right.
You've seen a lot.
Right.
Who inspires you as a DJ to be better? Like
other than DJ Legend, who I started from.
Yeah. Other than
DJ Steve-O.
Yeah.
And big shout out to DJ Steve-O, by the way. Hopefully he don't watch this fucking podcast, because then he gonna be talking shit to me, because that's like really my homie for real.
Okay.
But I look up to DJ Steve-O, DJ Blue Star. Big shout out to him. And I would say, in a sense, DJ Quicksilver.
Sweet. See, you young. You 24, you said?
Yes, sir.
So let's take you back to a recent memory lane. You're 24. Your 24-year-old self. We're going to go back and talk to your 18-year-old self. What would you tell the 18-year-old you? What's one piece of advice you'll give the 18-year-old you right now as you 24, 6 years in after being 18? What would you tell yourself?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. If I was if I was speaking to my 18-year-old self, I'd just say, tell me, keep going.
Is there anything you thought at 18 that it was gonna be like this, but then you realize at your age now, like, man?
So I didn't think I was gonna be like a public figure.
Really?
When I was 18, that wasn't even my mindset. My mindset was like thinking like military shit. Like, I gotta serve my country. And
okay.
And band shit. Still, right. I was still kind of phasing out of my band phase or whatever. Because I used to go back and serve at my high school or whatever. You know, I'd be assistant band director for my band and shit like that. Shout out to Largo High School, by the way. But yeah, I tell myself, keep going.
Where do you see yourself personally and DJ wise in 5 years from now? What are things you want to accomplish between that? 5 years is a long time, but it's quick too.
So that means I'll be 29.
Yeah.
I'll probably have a kid.
Okay.
By 29.
No doubt.
I'll probably have one kid. Hopefully married if I have a kid or whatever, stuff like that. But I'll be wealthy, well established. Like, financially, in my mind, money makes everything move.
Always.
So, you know, people can say like, oh, people's feelings and spiritual movements, all stuff like that. Screw that, with all due respect. Money make everything move. If you don't got no money, you can't buy no groceries. You can't eat. If you don't got no money, you don't got no gas put in your car, so you can't go nowhere.
And that's the bare necessities.
That's the bare necessities. If you don't got no money, you ain't going to no house. I own a house right now.
Right.
I own a house. I got a mortgage every month.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I got to pay for my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight up.
You know what I mean? So, I'll be well financially, you know what I'm saying? Where I'll be, like, dating-wise, well, it just depends on who I meet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in no rush. But all the women that I date and talk to are older than me. They're, like, in their 30s or they're about 29 or whatever, stuff like that. So, if I find a girl and, you know, she ready, I'm ready, we like each other enough, okay, you know, we'll get to it. DJing-wise, I'll be spanking them. I'll be spanking them real bad.
You gonna be number one? You going for number one spot?
Who
you think? Who is there a consensus on who's the number one DJ? I guess club DJ right now. Not radio. I don't know how radio works, but like, is there a consensus? Not how does that break down with y'all community? Like, who's the one y'all can say, man, he's the top dog? Like, who's the LeBron or who?
Not locally said, but everybody got their top 3, their top 5,
and it varies depending.
It varies depending on who you talk to.
Oh, okay.
You know,
like who's one person in that circle of those top 3 that always is mentioned within any circle?
Always mentioned?
Yeah, that
as
one
in the
person.
top dog?
Not the top dog, like it's the top 3, but everybody knows the top 3 sways. But who's that one person out of everybody's top 3 that's in everybody's top 3?
DJ Schemes.
Okay. Respect.
That boy. Hey, listen. The reason why I respect Schemes not only because he's my brother, because that nigga can fucking DJ.
Right.
Word. Like, I'm talking about like actual skill DJing. Another guy that I feel like is always in the conversation who people wasn't really giving him his respect the same way at first, but definitely are now,
right,
is DJ Camo. Tough.
Yeah.
Camo is tough. Quicksilver is always mentioned because Quicksilver has legacy. Over all DJs in the DMV, Quicksilver has legacy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
he's like the big homie.
Yeah, he's like I'll call that nigga Uncle Quick when I see him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's old enough to be my uncle. You know what I mean? So I call that nigga Uncle Quick when I see him. You know, big shout out to those guys, by the way. But you know, you kind of gotta add those guys. But everybody would say like Boogie is another name you would hear in the top 5 or top 3 DJs right now. Who else you would hear? I said Camo, Quicksilver, Schemes, Boogie. Those are like the main guys.
You're hearing everybody's circles.
Yeah, I'm talking about
all
Universal.
Different
and if you add in the Afrobeat DJs and stuff like that, Sam I Am, Ricky Platinum.
Okay, respect.
Those are like the guys in
Okay.
my eyes, especially if you're talking about my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
1 through 7.
Yeah, those are
y'all do that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like who's on that list, oh yeah, those guys for
definitely.
Sure.
Man, it seems like it's very competitive.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
It seems like, but one thing I learned also, but speaking with levels, man, y'all have like a fraternity.
Yeah,
y'all have an understanding.
DJs stand with
friendships.
DJs.
Yeah.
DJs
y'all look out for each other.
A lot of DJs. It's very little DJs that I don't have a good relationship with.
That's a great thing.
Whether they are big name DJs like DJ Quicksilver or they younger guys like DJ Simba. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as they good people. Yeah.
Is there any female DJs out here that's killing it? That y'all
Kid Fresh, she's tough.
Yeah.
Kid Fresh is tough. And I hate when people say tough for a girl or good for a girl. Yeah. No, Kid Fresh is tough because she's a great fucking DJ.
Awesome.
Kid Fresh is tough.
Awesome.
Another girl that is actually surprising and she's upcoming is Ginger Bricks. She's actually really good too.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know about her because, you know, she don't press the game like how everybody else do.
Okay.
Like people be hard pressed. Like, look, I am this. This is what I charge. Put me in the mix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ginger Bricks kind of more laid back when she get her shit. She perform.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But she's actually pretty good too.
Dope. What's one rap artist or an R&B artist that you think, as far as using your DJ expertise, that we should get hip to before they blow up that we don't know about? Locally, international, don't matter.
Rap artists
or R&B. There's one person you're like, man, y'all didn't know about this person before they hit. So you can be like, look, Joke, I told you they were gonna blow up. He or she. Was one person I don't know about.
I'll give you 2 guys on the rap side.
Okay.
It's TMC the Don. He's the guy. I got a Hellcat with a top back.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
He's actually really tough.
Okay.
And that guy from Carolina, what's it? Big boy, dark skin. He made Quicksand. Murray.
Yeah.
Them 2 cats. I feel like. One more. What's Big Bro name? King Roster. He's a local artist.
Okay.
He's actually really tough.
King Roster.
And if I'll give you one more on the R&B side, The Voice. His name is The Voice. And that nigga, when I first listened to his album.
He's local?
He's local.
Really?
When I first listened to his album, I listened to his album nonstop for about a week.
The Voice. Local artist. Oh, man.
Voyce.
Oh, okay.
Voice.
Oh, man.
Listen, that cat was probably... I listened to him, and he's probably the closest thing I heard to T-Pain in a long time. And I'm talking about, generically, like homegrown voice.
Yeah.
Like, not trying to sound like nobody.
Yeah.
He sounded like T-Pain to me. But I'm talking about, like, if you mix T-Pain, how he really sings, and the commercial T-Pain, you put it together, you got The Voice.
Oh, wow.
He's tough. I'm trying to tell you. That's the guy right there. Out of all the people I named, The Voice and King Ross.
How did you come upon this guy?
The Voice?
Yeah.
I was at Reef Lounge in VA, actually. And
Okay.
I was there listening to DJ Blue Star. And he actually knew DJ Blue Star before me. So he came in just to chill or whatever. And Blue Star played a couple of his records. He's like, yo, Doubletake, you listening? And I'm listening, I'm vibing. I'm like, who that? And like, that's him right there. I said, oh shit. So I walk up, shake his hand, saying, we talk. And he hosted a couple of my parties at Right Spot on a Wednesday.
Oh, dope.
And he performed and everything like that. And people like his music. Because he's
dope.
actually really a dope artist. Like, I feel like The Voice got maybe 3 years before he's blown up in people's face, doing concerts and stuff like that. He got 3 years. If he go through the proper channels, if he promote himself correctly and stuff like that, it's just gonna come. Because he actually has that talent.
Right.
Like, legit.
That's awesome, man. The Voice. I'm gonna check him out. How does it feel to control the emotions of a nightclub or a function by being a DJ?
It's intoxicating.
There has to be some hellified power, man.
It's worse than Casamigo.
Gotta be. And I love Casamigo.
I love you some Casamigo, boy.
I love it.
It's worse than Casamigo, man. I'll tell you. Because, like I said,
you can make people cry, fight.
I told you. I've came into a club. I came into the club feeling all types of depression, suicidal, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
By the time I left that club, and mind you, big shout out to DJ Blue Star. Blue Star was the guy who was DJing when I came in.
Really?
I didn't talk to anybody. I just came in, sat down, stayed to myself or whatever. And, he was on the mic like, yo, Doubletake, what you doing? You by yourself, that stuff. I finally started mingling with people. Then I started dancing. I got drunk, had fun, and wake up the next day. I was like, yo, maybe I need to try life a little bit more.
No doubt.
It's that powerful.
Goodness, man.
I know even myself when I was DJing, I have stopped people from suicide and things like that just by me DJing.
Yeah, man. Goodness, man.
Like, people underestimate the ability to have a good time. Or the power of having a good time.
What's the best compliment you received from being a DJ? The best compliment from whoever. What's one of this? What's one of this when it took you there? Like, Jesus Christ! Like, I love this shit. Keep it coming like this. What's that one that give you that instant hit of dopamine?
I had this
that
one
you
girl, man. She walked up to me. She hugged me and she kissed me on my cheek. She was like, "You're the DJ, right?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You're going home with me tonight." That was one of the craziest shit that happened to me, like DJing. Like, yeah, and she was bad. Like, I'm talking about like, you know how like IG model bad. Like, she just some random chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm busy, so I'm not really paying attention. She was walking up to me like to the DJ bullshit like that. She came over and she grabbed me. She kissed me and was like, "Yo, like, yeah." And another one was probably when
shit like that get us intoxicated.
Yeah,
you used to that lifestyle.
Because like girls don't be that bold where they walk up and kiss me on the cheek and stuff like that. But they'll walk over like, "Hey boo, where you going?" All this shit like that. You know what I mean? They'll say their little piece or two. Antoine and Perry. It was one time I was DJing, and it's like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" I get that a lot. Like, "Yo, are you crazy? Like, what's wrong with you?" Because I'll do a mix. Like, I'll do like one of the craziest mixes I ever did was break it down, break it down, that joint. I mixed that in with Pussy Power, and it's like break it down, and yo, when I say the whole club kind of just turned to me and just like, yo,
you messing that vibe up?
Nah, they was like, "You're killing it, like you're crazy, like." I never heard no shit like this.
Took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. So that's probably the best thing.
So if you breaking that part down with that, so you're going like EDM styles, like you
break it down as dancehall.
Right. Okay.
So when I loop, broke it down, and then when break it down, then that pussy got power, and everybody was like, "Yo, like this nigga's crazy." You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
It's just the thing about DJing is you just got to do shit that people don't do.
How much practice to take like to master those type of inserts, the things like that?
Not much.
Not much.
Really? Like to become a great DJ, you always got to practice.
Always got to practice.
Always. Like, and like when you're a busy man, like for me, like I work a 9 to 5,
right?
So I don't have that much time to practice. I practice when I'm DJing, when I'm at gigs, especially if I'm opening or something like that. I do a bunch of shit that I don't normally do. Hell yeah.
That's how you experiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's probably one of the best places to experiment is in front of people who don't have no like loyalty to you.
Right.
So their expression, the way they jump up and dance, or organic. They sit down and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is it's organic?"
Yeah.
So you know for
it's
real,
real.
like, "Yo, this shit hits, this shit don't."
Right.
You know what I mean? But practicing is like super key.
If you had dinner with one person to discuss business on any type of level, who would that be? Dead or alive?
To speak business about?
Business about. Like, you know.
About the entertainment business or just business in general?
Business in general. Nothing personal. They don't want to know your personal life. Just your business life.
I think it's Garvey G. Garvey G or something like that. I can't remember it. Or Garvey V or something like that. That's one guy that I definitely want to talk business. Because the thing
what does he do? Because I'm lost.
He's a business professional. If you look him up on
I have to check him
IG
out.
and stuff like that, he's super well known business.
Talking about Gary V?
Gary V, that's what I said.
Oh, Gary V. Yeah.
And the reason why I say Gary V.
He hip. Oh, you gonna meet him soon. The way you going, you'll be you on your way.
And the reason why I say Gary V,
he with the shits too though. So.
If the reason why I say Gary V over most people is because he's actually very, very genuine about what he says to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some business people who see you as potential competition, so they'll write you off early. So they'll tell you some bullshit and prolong your journey.
Yeah.
I feel like Gary V has made it and succeeded so much where all he has to tell you is real shit.
And he gonna drop jewels on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with him. He the one who had the family had the wine business, and he
then
revamped it.
If it's not Gary V, then it's Jay-Z.
Jay.
Gotta talk to Jay-Z.
So the talk of that final 1,000, you on the talk side.
It's gotta be Jay-Z.
How long you think he gonna talk to you if he sat down with him?
Who?
Like Jay.
Jay-Z?
How much of a talk you gonna get out of him? You think?
I only would need 10 minutes. I only need 10 minutes. To be honest, I would talk to him as long as he ever had a conversation with me. But like I said, I'm not a lead.
How you feel about rappers who become personal DJs for these? I mean, DJs who become personal DJs for these rappers. Like if you ever DJ and you become like I'm such and so's personal DJ and I do.
I think that's a great way to.
How do you balance the two? Just wait till they go off tour and stuff like that. Like how do you?
I mean, I think I never been in that light, so I can't tell you. But
so you should know probably somebody's personal DJ.
I know. Yeah, I know. No, I like Blue Star is 3-0 Black personal DJ.
Right.
Say is another guy. DJ Say is somebody's personal DJ, I believe. Like I think it's a great way to go on tour, make good money, and do
build
things.
Relationships.
But for you to be known, like for me, my goal is to be one of the best DJs to ever do it. Right. For me to be known to do that, I can't be in somebody else's light. Because at the end of the day, you're just a DJ for the artist.
Right.
It's about the artist at the end of the day.
Right.
Like DJ Joe Weiss, he was Future's DJ for a while. And so like at the end of the day, people know who DJ Joe Weiss is. He has
we knew Joe Weiss beforehand though, but we local too though.
But yeah. We know Joe Weiss and Joe Weiss.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
So did he DJ him before Esco?
I believe it was before Esco.
Before Esco, because the Esco took off.
Esco took off with Future and stuff like that. But I believe it was before Esco.
Wow.
Or it was during Esco. Like,
off and on.
I think they was both, like, interchanging and shit
exactly.
Like that. But, you know, I just think it's something I would like to do.
Yeah.
If I had to name an artist, because I know you're going to ask me, If I had
and it gotta be local though.
It's definitely. It won't be a local artist.
Gotta be. You gonna outsource that bid?
I mean, I wouldn't. If it was certain guys that I know who I heard they music before.
If you believe in them.
If I believe in them, yeah. But if I had to pick a big name to do it for, I would like to DJ for Common.
Established though. Somebody meddling.
What do you mean?
Like he's an OG. He got his people set.
Like, of course, but that don't mean you can't DJ for him.
All right.
Like I would.
You want to DJ for him or be his personal DJ? It's a difference.
Well, DJ for him. If I was be somebody, be somebody personal DJ, I would want to be Kevin Gates DJ.
Really? You gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna have a lot of fun. I tell you that.
Because from what I've seen with Kevin Gates, I respect the way he moved.
Yeah.
Because he a thug, man. Kevin Gates is a fucking thug.
His party,
but he stayed by Allah though.
Yeah.
He stayed right next to Allah. He will do everything he needs to do to you if he have to.
Right.
But in general,
yeah.
Kevin Gates stayed by Allah, man.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I'm not even Muslim.
Right.
But I have family that's Muslim.
Right.
I have friends that's Muslim, so
right.
I practice some of the Muslim faith myself.
Right.
And so when he speak,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you listen to Kevin Gates at his podcast, man, he sound intelligent.
He's very
intelligent.
Yeah, he knows some things, man.
Word. He told the dude, he said, I almost got into a situation to do it. I said, you know what? I just left. God just took my soul. He said, told me to leave.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what I learned from that? That the clown had a circus.
Yeah. He learned a lot, man. He's had his own trials and
tribulations,
man.
He been through it, though.
Yes, man.
He been through it, though.
Yes.
That's the difference. He been through it.
He a real one, man. Yeah. You gotta respect people like Gates, man.
So I would say Gates or Gates or Gunna, because I actually enjoy Gunna music.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So Gunna, I would DJ for him.
No doubt.
Niggas, I like niggas who understand the game, understand the trap shit, but know how to stay out the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to DJ for no nigga that wants smoke and out here shooting at niggas on
and
stuff
that's
like
key.
that. I'm good.
That's key.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause violence up to keep going up and up and up, man. I tell you. You know, you're not doing that unless
and niggas that don't know how to stay out of jail. Like Kodak is in the mix.
Pioneer, man.
Like Kodak is in the mix,
yeah,
like in the clubs too.
He's responsible.
But he don't know how to fucking stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty, listen. Pooh Shiesty never went to jail. He been in the mix.
Yeah.
He in jail.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Can you imagine cashing that lotto ticket and now you gotta do 5 years? Oh, that hurts. And with this thing, man, it has a life expectancy, man, on these rappers.
Exactly.
Man.
And then now life,
you gotta milk it.
And it's went down since all these cats passed away.
Yeah.
They got killed. Pop Smoke, Nipsey.
Yeah.
You name them. Dolph.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So like now the life expectancy for a rapper is even lower.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So now you know niggas is gunning for you now. It wasn't like at first, you know, you can never just not be safe.
Right.
But now you know niggas is gunning for you.
Yeah.
Especially if you talking.
It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous, man.
Especially if you talking that crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like one thing I learned about Dolph, you know, rest in peace to him. But when you sat down and actually listened to Dolph music, he was talking crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dolph was talking so crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was saying some shit out the side of his neck for real.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
he was talking that talk.
Same thing with Nipsey.
Yep.
Nipsey was talking that talk.
Yeah.
If you sat down and really listened to like, I'm not talking about like what like last time I checked and all that shit like that. I'm talking about listening to Nipsey's real work.
Yeah.
Talking crazy.
He's certified though, man. You know it. You know. He
sure.
ain't never gonna write.
But he was, you know, he was a Crip anyway though.
Exactly.
And he was a Crip. Like I'm not talking about like niggas just write blue crayon on the side of their arm and say, oh yeah, I'm a Crip. He was a real Crip.
I don't acknowledge gangster shit, but the most gangster shit I ever acknowledge is that every time with that LA, man, you go to Crenshaw and Slauson and you go to the Marathon store for them to declare that a no war zone. Based on Nipsey, you know, being a Crip, you know, saying no bloods, no gang activity here, no Crip activity here, man. Let the people come in and live. Like, that's powerful, man. That's some gangsta ass shit.
That's
for
tough.
a person like me from Alexandria, Virginia, I just want to come buy a couple T-shirts for my kids and myself. I don't get caught up in no stray shit, you know what I'm
Exactly.
and let us roam through there. You know,
exactly.
That's a powerful motherfucker, man.
No, Nipsey was that.
Yeah,
Young Dolph was that.
Yeah,
really. And like, I didn't really. I hate the industry because you're so much more popular as a mourner, as a person that passed away.
Yep.
Than a person who's really killing the game as it is.
Yeah.
If Gunna, not speaking crazy on nobody's name, but if Gunna had passed away today, Gunna would be played at every club and then in most people's cars for years.
Yeah.
Future, if Future passed away or something like that,
yeah.
Listen, you wouldn't be able to go into a club without listening to Future.
Yeah.
If Future passed away. Why people don't show him the same love? I mean, it's Future.
I think they show Future love.
I'm just talking about in general, like rappers in general.
Oh nah.
Like Dolph, I don't think Dolph was getting that much love up here. Not up here, like down south, because he's from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was getting that type of love.
Yeah. He was on some shit.
He was in those closing sets. People wanted to listen to 100 Shots back in down south, stuff like that.
Shit.
When Dolph passed away, I cannot tell you how many niggas walked to me. Yo, I need to hear 100 shots. I need 100 shots for my nigga Dolph. Like what? Y'all nigga was not asking me for this shit.
Only one used to hear up here is the Preach.
Preach.
That's it. It was Preach. Preach was their one up here.
Preach was the one
that
up
was
here.
their one up here.
But now that Dolph passed away, niggas be like, yo, I need to hear that Dolph. I need to hear that Dolph. I'm like, I'm ready to tell niggas, yo, shut up, bro. Yeah. I'm not even trying to, like, you know what I mean? Because like when I first got into the big man scene and stuff like that, y'all wasn't asking for this nigga.
Nah.
For real. Nah. Like even Nipsey. Nipsey was like,
nobody want to hear that.
Yeah, people don't want to hear Nipsey.
Last time I checked, nobody was
in the club.
Nah. Or the hard work dedication. Nah, nobody was checking for that.
Yeah. We keep it a buck though.
Yeah, nobody was
keep it a buck. Keep it a stack.
Yeah, they might listen to a Dolo.
Oh yeah, in the car.
In the car, you Dolo.
Shit, bro, I listen on the way to come here, bro. I was listening to Sade.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. If Sade passed away today, if a nigga walking to me like, yo, you gotta play that Smooth Operator, bro, I might smack him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's like the
you know what I mean?
It's the power of now. You know what I'm saying?
Power of now. People want to be relevant.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing. Like when Ye was going through all that shit, I had big name people walk up to me like, yo, play that Kanye West. Play that Kanye West. I said, what? Tell me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sound crazy to you, but like that's real shit though.
That sounds very crazy, man. So, tell the people where they can find you at in the DMV, man, on your gigs, man.
Anytime I'm DJing, you can always find me on IG at Doubletake Official _. Anytime I'm DJing somewhere, is more than likely posted on my IG. One of my consistent gigs is every Wednesday I run Right Spot, and every Saturday I'm at Brooklyn on U Street. That's no shit.
That's
every weekend. You know what I'm saying?
And that's till close.
On Wednesday, yes. On Saturday,
close. Okay.
It varies.
It varies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Hey, man, I enjoyed
it took forever.
Like forever.
Yeah, man, because like we got different schedules, man. We work, man, and we work. So it's like, man, it was conflicting schedules to get this done, man.
Since we took
I'm good, man. I'm old now, man. I've had my I'm on the back end, man. That's it, man. But
yes,
man, I appreciate you coming out, bro. Man, we're gonna do this again, man. I'm gonna try to do like a DJ. I'm gonna try to do like a DJ thing with levels, man. Bring a couple more in here, man, and just pick y'all brains, man.
For sure.
See some shit. You know, some shit that people don't know. You know what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
y'all can talk that DJ talk, and I can just be looking left and right. Like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about, but I'm going to look interested. You
right.
know what I'm saying? So, we definitely going to do that, man. But I appreciate you coming through, man. I appreciate Levels for the lookout, man. I appreciate you for the dialogue back and forth, because I left you on red, you left me on red. Like, it's just how it go, but there's no egos, there's nothing, man.
Nah, bro.
Like I told you, man, I needed this interview, man, more than you think I did, man. So, man, I just appreciate you.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you, man.
And I know how y'all DJ brotherhood, sisterhood work, man. Y'all band behind each other, and y'all look at people's content. Y'all are a hell of a force, man. So people like, man, what communities you think are big in the DMV? I'm like, man, the DJing community, man, they look out for each other, man. They look at each other's work, their content. They look at everybody's parties. Y'all are definitely a dope group of people, man.
We're definitely trying to develop that. Big shout out to DJ Joe Rice. He's actually running a DJ community up until this point.
Really?
And he's bringing the old school, like, brotherly love DJing. Like,
I can see
put you on. Like, I'm talking about Joe Rice is doing something very special right now.
Yeah.
And he's bringing back the old school, like, my crates is your crates.
Yeah.
Like, I had the Future album a day early.
Word.
I was listening to Future yesterday.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's bringing back that. All his connections, all that extra shit that he had in his connection, all that work he put in.
Yeah.
Just lay it out for his younger DJs.
Well, that's dope.
So, I just wanted to end this podcast off with giving a big shout out to him. Shout out to all the people that, listen. My name is DJ Doubletake, finally signing off.
I appreciate you, dog, man. We'll see y'all next time. Like I always said, you can find it somewhere broken. My man, DJ Doubletake, till next time. Peace, y'all.
Yes, sir.